Hello, music community, vinyl community, cassette community. Um, this is a quick and dirty contest entry. So, um, a big shout out and congratulations to Will at the Vinyl Potato. Um, 390 subscribers, and you're gonna go much, much, much further than that. I really enjoy your channel. You post awesome reviews. For those that don't watch or subscribe to the Vinyl Potato, first of all, you're really missing something. Um, kind of his specialty. Although I could be wrong. I think he's shown other things in the past, but kind of his specialty is punk and pop punk. So yeah. Good stuff. He posts these awesome reviews. And he's a huge Green Day fan, so if you're a Green Day fan, you have to be following him. Anyway, all right, we got to keep this a quick and dirty video. So he's holding a contest. He wanted us to show three trios, basically. At first, I was like, man, I didn't know who I was gonna pick, and then when I started researching it a little bit and looking in my collection, I was like, oh man, I have too many. How am I going to narrow it down to three? So, we'll see. But first, I have to say, I went over the three. So I'm going to make the first three. I guess I picked out six. The first three are going to be honorable mentions. Let's just get started here. And this one, I kind of feel bad making it an honorable mention because they are so good, so good. Placebo, the sort of indie rock, yeah, good stuff. And there you see the trio. So very, very good stuff. This is their debut album, so good. And again, I feel bad about making them an honorable mention, as I do with the next band, but this one I reasoned it out that they weren't originally a trio, so that is Genesis, one of my favorite bands. But again, they originally had 5 members, and then sometime before this album, maybe 2 or 3 albums before this one, they became a trio. Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford, and Tony Banks. And this is a record right out. I mean, I bought this one recently, but this got a lot of play in my youth. All right, another one, and this one, they're a very famous trio, and I love their music, but, it's just fun music, so I wasn't going to put it in my top 3. So, ZZ Top, and this is Eliminator, famous for the 2 bearded guys, and then I think the drummer has a mullet, a mullet and a stash. Maybe he has a beard too, but a short beard. I don't know. I think he just has a stash. Anyway. All right, so those were the honorable mentions. So, all right. These next 3, and these are going to be all over the board, and that's one reason I chose these. This first one goes back to really my first love in music was kind of classic rock. I've always been huge into classic rock. So that being said, this has been one of my favorite bands since I was a teenager. So here we have the trio: Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. So good. One of my first experiences with prog, basically. So this is a trilogy. Very cool. Organ heavy, keyboard heavy prog rock, basically. All right. Now I told you this was going to be kind of all over the board. I don't think I have. I probably have a CD somewhere, but my CDs are so disorganized right now. And I recently picked this up. So, the Three Tenors. I love opera music, classical music. So I wanted to be probably one of the few that was going to include opera or classical in my entry. So the Three Tenors. You see four guys up there, but this I believe is actually the conductor. So he doesn't count. These are the trio. Yes. You see the cat back there. So yes, Carreras, Domingo, Pavarotti, and the Three Tenors. There you go. On VHS, no less. And this one, I've loved this band. I want to say I discovered them in the early '90s, and they had a song in a short film starring Claire Danes, and I was instantly hooked, and I thought I have to find out who that is. And so I discovered that it was the Sun City Girls. So this, for trios, this is my number one pick. Yes, I love Sun City Girls, and I love this album. And basically, it's sort of experimental rock. Yeah, I don't know that I would call it really post rock or post punk, but more experimental rock with a little bit of noise thrown in and good doses of world music. World music and maybe a little bit of jazz, but more world music. This is just crazy, crazy music, and it's crazy, crazy good. So this is definitely my favorite trio. Let's see if I can find the insert. Yes. So basically, it's two brothers, Alan and Rick Bishop, and then Charlie Gosher Jr., who's no longer with us, unfortunately. But the Sun City Girls, and let me tell you, I was thrilled when this was re-released on vinyl. I had it on CD back in the day, and regretted selling it big time, even though I made like a huge profit on it. But I regretted it. And so I am thrilled. And I got the CD of this too. Again. So that was re-released as well. But this is Sun City Girls' Torch of the Mystics. So good. Anyway, there's my entry. I went over the three. But, the first three I showed were honorable mentions. So thank you so much, Will, for hosting this contest, and thank you for watching my channel as well. You pop in occasionally and make comments, and I really appreciate that. So, I wanted to get in here, and this was kind of an interesting contest. I don't think it's been done before, so I like it. My next contest might be favorite one-man bands. Whew, that'd be very hard. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.